Hello there, I'm Harry. I'm doing a TF2 gameplay commentary. I got a new mic. I don't know if it's going to change anything. I think it's just going to make it quieter, honestly. But anyway, this is about the new GRU, the GRU. The gloves are running urgently. They changed them in the Pyromania update. Now, as you can see, instead of draining 3 health per second, this guy's obviously a spy. And then, oh, where'd he go? And then ambushed by Pyro. It was like the bait and switch there. And then there's the spy. He still can't kill me, though. Well, if I had been using the regular GRU there, the ones that drain 3 health per second, I would have died in that situation. I had been using them long enough that I would have died. So, new GRU, pretty awesome. But they're the big thing is is it a buff? Is it a nerf? I don't know. I think it's a buff, honestly, because you can just run to the sidelines, stop like 3 seconds out, and then join full-fledged heavy, and you haven't lost any health. You have to go pick up a health pack. You don't have to use your sandwich. Anything. I think it's a buff, but then the bad thing is it makes you a bit more useless with a medic. Like originally the GRU was fantastic with a medic because you'd be constantly hurting yourself, so you'd be constantly getting some good heals in. But now, of course, you're not constantly hurting yourself, and if someone happens to ambush you and your medic while you're running, you're going to be able to protect him much less because you're going to be dying much faster because you're going to be using the GRU, because you're going to be having mini crits out. So it gave a nerf for heavy medic pairs using the GRU, but I think it's an overall buff if you're not playing with a medic, because you can just stop a few seconds outside the front lines, as I'm doing here, switch away from the GRU, and then keep going. Honestly, I'm using them a bit stupidly. I probably should be switching to my minigun a little bit before I run into it. It's a little bit weirder on Capture the Flag. If this was like Payload or something, it'd be much easier to coordinate, which of course is where the GRU really shines, is maps where you have to run a long place to get to an objective or something. So he popped the quick fix Uber. We're going to go in here to destroy the sentry. A spy sapped it though, so instead I'm just going to kill the engineer before he can come unsap his stuff. Just leave the dispenser, you know. You don't need to kill a dispenser when you have intel that needs capping. Oh yeah, I'm playing 2 Fort. Why the hell am I playing 2 Fort? I don't know. It's actually a pretty good round on 2 Fort. 2 Fort kind of sucks most of the time. It's a pretty good round. This is a moment. This is really interesting. Like, obviously, that guy knew we were there because we destroyed his telly. So he's just got a sentry right there, and I'm never going to be able to kill that. Oh, God, I bumped the mic. That probably sounded pretty terrible. I'm not used to this thing. It's a stand-up mic. Normally I have a webcam mic, now it's a stand-up mic. But anyway, I guess I got nothing else to talk about. But this guy's just going to tank his sentry because I'm not going to be able to kill it. I'm using the Tomislav. He's just going to tank it. It's going to be really hard for me to get it. So we just wait here, charge Uber. Good thing that the quick fix charges faster. And so then we still, even though we're not invulnerable, we still managed to kill the thing. Because I think if the engineer turned around and started shooting us instead of tanking the sentry, we would have killed it. But then that was bad GRU, because there I put out the GRU, and then the soldier came, and then he like almost killed me. And I think the GRU is going to get me killed here, where if I had the 3 health minus, I would have survived. And then what the hell? Where did that sentry come from? I don't even know. I don't know why they had a sentry there. That's a pretty poor sentry spot, especially because it's so goddamn boring. If you're playing engineer with that sentry spot, just I'm gonna sit right here between my sentry and my dispenser, and I'm gonna kill people. But yeah. There's where the GRU is not quite as good. If I'd been using the 3 HP draining ones, the medic would have had me at full health there anyway, and I wouldn't have died. So, new GRU, nerf for when you're with a medic, buff otherwise. That's generally my opinion on them, and so now we're going to run around 2 Fort a little while, trying to punch people with my GRU. I love this too. Now you can see the outline of the class here in the intel. I think they added that in Pyromania. That's really cool. Now you can tell what classes. I think you can do it when the enemy's carrying your intel too. So you can tell what classes it and properly prepare yourself. So I was gonna try this whole round. I'm trying to cap the intel because I don't think I have the not usually my job, but you know that achievement is where you have to cap the intel as a heavy. So this whole round I'm trying to get it. And spoilers, I never do. Like here I'm gonna go grab it, but then that guy gets it, and then this dude, he's gonna go down because he's too busy sticking up the intel to give it to me. So then, so close. But then he gets it. So I figure he's got it, you know, he's in our sewers. I don't need to escort him all the way back. You know, he can probably run faster than me anyway unless I have the GRU, of course. This guy probably thinks I'm a spy, so I tell him I'm not. And then, oh, I love it. GRU plus the whip is super, like, Mach speed heavy. In fact, I end up outrunning the soldier, which you do with the GRU right now. The GRU is a fantastic item. You run, I don't know, is that as fast? I think it's, like, slightly faster than the Demo Man when you have them out. They're so good. I love the GRU. Even with the 3 HP draining, they were truly fantastic. Great item, honestly. I mean, I don't normally melee people with a heavy because if they're in melee range, you know, you probably just Tomislav them down. So not much purpose to the like damage reduction, you know. They're just a great item. And then here I know I'm gonna die, so I'm just gonna try and get much damage in as possible. You know, the afterburner is gonna take me out anyway, so I was just punching. And then this guy, the whip guy, is right behind me, and I have a medic again. So again, the GRU, its nerf functions a little bit there. I mean, the marked for death thing, that goes away really fast. It's like 3 seconds after you unload the GRU. That was funny. That guy, I thought I was getting a headshot, but it turned out to just be like crit pistol shots, so that was weird out there. This guy thinks he wants to melee my soldier. My minigun says otherwise. Also, they nerfed the Tomislav, actually. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Or maybe I'm just dated at this point because the nerf came a little while ago, but it doesn't go down quite as fast as it used to, and now it's just silent. But I'm still using it. I still enjoy it a lot. Maybe I should just go back to the regular minigun because I hate it. You see the crit sticky flying at you, and you're like, oh god, I'm going to eat that, and I'm going to die. I'm gonna have to suck that thing in, and then you do, and then you die, and then you're like, yep, saw it coming, and then it sucks. I spent a lot of time in this video uselessly going through the sewers because I'm stupidly afraid of snipers. This is actually pretty dumb. I mean, their snipers haven't hit me all game, you know. I probably shouldn't be as afraid of them as I appear here, but, you know, I'm just going to be running through here for, it's the long way around, especially here as a heavy. Even with the GRU, you know, you're still going to take hours on end to go through the sewers. And I see the dead guy again. It's like a horror movie. You're walking through these abandoned tunnels, and you see dead bodies floating around. I'm kind of afraid a fight went down, so there's a few vestiges. That guy got a nice face stab. Go kill feed. Always check behind you. I don't know, sometimes I swear to god there's spies that just sit there and like they're in like little pose. I'm posing, I don't know why I'm posing for you, can't see me, but they're in their little spy pose, like eager and ready, and they're all ready to just stab you, and they just sit there all game, you know, just like an engineer. This guy, I think he just popped quick fix. Yeah, he popped quick fix, which is weird because I'm not getting the screen effect, even though he's healing me. So that was a bit odd. I guess that's a bit of a glitch. Maybe it's something that came with Pyromania. Maybe something that's been out for a while. I don't know. I don't tend to use the quick fix, nor do I tend to play with a whole lot of people using the quick fix because the quick fix isn't that good. It's not that good of a weapon. It's fun. It's fun to use. You know, it charges really fast, which is cool. And you get to rocket jump now, which is a weird buff. You can rocket. Oh, love crits. Crits. Oh, I love capture the flag crits. And this guy's coming around the corner. I know he's coming around the corner. Ah, there he is. I wasn't going to run up that thing chasing him because he's probably sticking up the wall. Yeah, I mean, you can rocket jump. Soldiers jump, and then your medic flies up with them, so the soldier can jump. And here, that's where the GRU sucked. If I didn't have the mini crits on me, that guy would not have killed me. I would have killed him, and I probably could have gotten to a health pack. I don't know, maybe if I was using the 3 HP drainers, I would have died anyway, but that obviously, the mark for death thing didn't work out. It makes the GRU much more useful for when you're just getting to the front lines, rather than using them kind of almost like between two combats to get to them faster, which is how I used to use them. Especially if you had a medic, you could kill someone, then speed over to where somebody else was, and then kill them. So that they definitely removed that functionality of the GRU, but they made getting to the front lines a lot better because now you don't have to go find a health pack or eat a sandwich the moment you get to the front lines. So buff / nerf again. It's just a change. It's a side grade. They could release the third weapon. This is the heavies version of the escape plan. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Like a melee weapon that got powerful as you lost health. That'd be hilarious. Then here we use something that I feel bad about. We spawn camp. Actually, you can't see me, but in chat I end up saying like, hey, we should probably stop doing this because spawn camping sucks on 2 Fort, where a lot of times you can't change your spawn. Like there's no alternate exit to that spawn door. That was actually a pretty smart strategy. That guy would taunt while the other guy would headshot us. I like that strategy actually. So yeah, there I just said we should probably leave because, you know, this sucks. Spawn camping is dumb and everyone hates it. So anyway, that's the end of the gameplay. I talked about the GRU. Top frag is a heavy on 2 Fort of all places. Subscribe for more TF2. That's what I'm going to be doing on this channel. Yep, see you later.